Welcome back to tonight's Sad Reality. Tonight I'm here with another friend, random goofy goober on the internet. I'm not doing anything special tonight other than being super late on my nightly upload or whatever. I'm already almost behind on the streak. But tonight we're playing Railgunner Risk of Rain 2 and talking about, what was it we were talking about? It was,
You know, as like if you don't see eye to eye with people,
oh yeah, okay, I remember now. Those videos are so professional, trust. So, yeah, basic idea was, so today at work was kind of shit, not just for me, but my coworkers as well. And that's probably the first time you'll ever hear me drop a swear word in the first 2 minutes of the video. Yeah, it just wasn't super great. A lot of people that I thought were, not the most fun to be around, and, I feel like you could take that as an either extreme or extremely isolate myself and say, here's how I don't really fit in with the world around me. But do you want to start with the extreme first, or do you want to start with just like basic things of like not saying eye to eye?
I think it'd be better to start basic.
Start basic. So what's something that you think most people would agree with that you don't agree with?
Mm, I I don't like small dogs. I think they're weird. Well, I don't
I feel
know
like that's a
how
fairly
to.
agreeable opinion though. 'Cause
Well,
I think small dogs are kind of mid as well.
I see people all the time who think they're like amazing.
Yeah, I mean for me,
But like,
I actually have a funny work story from that. So we're not supposed to have dogs at our store, right? Just like basic policy. Now service animals get an exception, so I guess everyone gets an exception because everyone's animal's a service animal all of a sudden. Um, and I don't know if that pisses anyone else off. It's like the same way people just park in handicap because they feel like it. I don't know if you've ever seen that happen, but at our store we have to tell people to like not do that sometimes. I mean, what, you live in Texas, right?
yes, I live in Texas.
So I don't know if the people there are any different than North Carolina, but I'll say not a big fan of having to tell people how to like do basic things every 5 minutes in the store. Um, it's something basic I feel like I don't really agree with. I feel like it's always like a funny one. It's like pancakes or waffles. I think most people prefer pancakes. I'm more of a waffles kind of guy.
I definitely like waffles more.
Oh, okay, so we both agree on that. Dang it, this is literally not proving the point. I think we're both a little too, what's the word Twitter users like? Neurodivergent. Like overlapping.
Yeah.
My gameplay is kind of mid. Oh my gosh, I just missed the same enemy 3 times in a row. Need to find something basic that we don't agree on though. Gosh.
Mm.
Because I feel like if you bring up like the really easy ones, like is water wet, milk and then the cereal, or cereal, like, most people just agree on them anyways. Um, I don't know. There's a lot of things that I feel like people have their own preferences. Really basic ones that I think of are just like how people organize stuff at like work or their own desk, their room, for example. I don't know. I feel like that's a pretty
You
easy
know,
one. Yeah.
I just thought of something. Is in Minecraft. So when I see people play Minecraft, their tools are always on the left side of the hotbar, but
Oh, that,
or
yeah.
sorry, the right side of the hotbar, and I always like them on the left side. Or
The right
yeah,
side. You prefer them on the right side, or?
or hold on, I'm mixing up my left and right.
You're all good. I know for me, I prefer my tools on the left side. Like I always do food as my number one key, then pickaxe, then sword, then uh, axe, and whatever else, building materials, stuff like that. I'm not one of those like extreme survival kind of Minecrafters though. I've always been like a PvP kind of guy. Like Hypixel Sky Wars, all that nonsense. Uh,
Yeah. Okay, what I mean is I like my tools to be on the right side of the
the
hotbar.
right side, yeah. Which honestly, I feel like that's kind of valid. Like, what do you put on the left side? Like building blocks, stuff like that. Something you need like really quickly sometimes, or water bucket. I don't know.
I put water bucket in the middle.
Water bucket in the middle. Smart. I feel like most people kind of operate out of convenience, not necessarily necessity when it comes to that. Yeah, it's a pretty good one to start with. But yeah, so I'm gonna talk about some of the extremes at work today, though, because there are some really crazy ones. There's this one lady that I swear all of my coworkers have seen, because we all swear we've seen her before. Nobody knows her name, but none of us want her, like, in the store ever again. But we've seen her around multiple times. And every single time, she has something to complain about. Like, she walked in the store, she was talking to, one of the guys who works in golf, and the first thing she says was, you know, I expected to be greeted with a smile on your face, and stuff like that. I'm like, really? That's the first thing you say when you come to the store. Like, I'm looking for other things, you know, whatever. Just her complaining immediately, and not even about, like, something she's looking for or anything else. It was just, like, about basic things. I don't think he was in a grumpy mood today, because, granted, some of my coworkers can be in a grumpy mood, all that. But, stuff like that just pisses me off to no end when people find it within themselves to be stuck up to the point of making every little thing like seen about themselves. I don't know if it's just me that feels that way. I don't think so, probably, because all my other coworkers were like, yeah, she sucks. In fact, so when she's going to check out today at, like, the register, I handed her off to one of my other coworkers because I was like, I know it's not going to be a good time. So I let him kind of bite the bullet there. It was a bit more of a gut read because I didn't really know how much of an issue she was going to be at the time. But, so she, you know, he goes to help her finish the transaction or whatever. And then she's basically criticizing the store in every way and, like, laying it out to him. And he just looks at her weird, and that was kind of it. But then literally for the next 10 minutes over the radio, we're just, like, chewing her out. It's kind of funny. I just got a red item. That's really lucky. Wow. Have you played Risk of Rain 2 before?
No.
Okay, red item, rare, white item, not as rare. White items make builds important, though, because you stack a bunch of white items together and they become good just by proxy of there being so many of them, whereas red items, it's just like, you get one or two really rare things, and then you can make a build unique. It's probably the best way I'm going to say it, just like, oh hey, it's kind of quirky. The item I just got is called Sentient Meat Hook. I honestly don't remember entirely what it does. I think it literally just, like, latches on enemies that are nearby. I don't have to aim it either, and it just, like, pulls them in or something. It'd be better if I was playing the shotgun character like you suggested earlier. Unfortunately, I'm playing Rogue Runner. But so yeah, stuff like that sucked. And then, I remember, today as well, some lady was coming in, oh, Shrine of Gold. Okay, that's lucky as well. Altar of Gold. So, sometimes people let their kids just play with things in the store because they're bad parents and parents don't, like, actually teach their kids anymore. They just do whatever they can to basically make the kids less of a hassle, even if they'll be awful kids in the future. In my opinion, at least, you know, I'm not a parent or anything, but I think I could do a better job parenting than most of the other parents nowadays. As a completely misinformed 21-year-old. I digress. So, the entire store, kids, like, throwing a soccer ball around the store. And she goes up to the register, and she gives it back to me. She's chewing gum loudly, like, in probably the nicest way I can put it, you know, when someone's, like, you know how cows chew their food? Or
Yeah.
people chew with their mouth open? Yeah, she's kind of doing one of those. And with her gum in her mouth, she was like, you know, you'll understand when you have kids someday. And then hands the ball back to me, and she's like, can you put this back for me? We're never gonna buy this in the first. I'm like, okay. Sure, whatever. But it's kind of just like, you know, if the kids are a problem for me, well, they're actually less of a problem for me. They're a problem for everyone else, because now like, the workers at the store have to deal with them and basically wait on people hand and foot. Like, it's insane to me that... You remember the old memes? It's like, YouTube's, or streaming's harder than your 9 to 5. Like, all that kind of, those memes forever ago.
Yeah.
Or like, they would, like, be plugging in, like, a computer cable or something, and drinking Monster and be like, I was too tired to do my stream today, guys. I'll stream tomorrow. And all of that. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, YouTube is kind of easy compared to all this. Because I think most everyone that's in my position, working as either a cashier or working in the store, most of us just don't really like the customers or the job we have, but we have it. And to be fair, we do get paid nicely for it. I make 18 bucks an hour. I don't know if I've said that before. So, it's not like a bad amount, and I have a lot to be thankful for as far as all that goes too. Like, I shouldn't say all this to say, it's awful, completely awful, but I don't know how much longer it will last as far as my patience and the patience of those around me. I mean, even the store manager today, he just took today off because he was like, yeah, he's kind of burnt out. So, like the guy who owns the store. So it's crazier to me, for a second. So take, for perspective's sake, an audience on YouTube, right? If you have 1 million viewers watching, that's a pretty big sample size, and now I'm going to talk statistics for a second. You can, if you have a big enough population, you can kind of generalize statistics to any population if it's big enough. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I don't remember what it's called. I don't know if it's like normality or whatever. But it's something along those lines. This is why I didn't do statistics. I literally just plugged everything into a calculator, and that's how I got through statistics. Because everything you could possibly need for statistics can be done like as a function in like the TI-84 calculator or whatever, like binomial distributions, all that. But this is not a math channel. This is not Veritasium. We're talking about people, and this is a 21-year-old ranting and talking about ways to see the world the same way. Point being, you have a big enough audience, so like 1 million people, right, watch a video, and you can just about say, okay, well, I've seen probably thousands of customers at this point. And if most of them kind of annoy me, that means, by extension, that most of the people watching the videos I would probably just not agree with, not get along with, or they would be in the same boat as the people that I'm talking about. But it's kind of a scary thought, It's like, hey, I'm gonna go on the internet, and today I'm gonna piss off as many people as I can, So there's a difference between, like, rage bait and then, like, actual just, oh, hey, this sucks. And that's where I feel like people kind of feel isolated or genuinely... Or just like, how do I sort of reconcile this if you want to be an entertainer while you have the same audience as the people that you try to get away from if you're doing retail,
Yeah.
So, that's kind of what I want to talk about as far as, like, not saying eye to eye today. Because I've got so many stories like that. Like, I don't know if I mentioned this yesterday already. It's probably sound like a broken record if I do. But there was some kid who'd, like... So we sell chapstick at the end. It's kind of like they see candy at the end of each store. There's chapstick at the end of ours, and candy, of course, as well. Kid was just throwing chapstick across the store, and his dad was just, like, finishing the transaction like normal. And I'm thinking, really? Like, you're letting your kid just do this? Now, granted, the dad did go, like, pick it up afterwards and apologize. But the kid did this, like, 3 times, and the dad just had, like, a straight face while he was doing this, and I'm like, seriously? Like, you're not gonna, like, do anything about it? Now this is the part of, like, do I say my opinion, or do I, like, hold it because, like, the internet's scary? So I know with some kids, you can't treat everyone the same way because some people do actually have issues, and, like, maybe the kid's not normal or something, He was, like, definitely on the younger side, so it's probably just a function of him being young. But it bothers me that parents don't take responsibility for the things that they kind of leave for other people to deal with. And then when I think of my parents, and I'm like, my parents think I'm full of garbage, I'm like, well, does that say more about me or you? And to answer my own question, I think it says a lot about me to begin with, but, like, they raised me, I'm their flesh and blood, And I don't know. To me, I guess it's kind of sad. So, sad reality, it comes full circle. Did you have anything else you really wanted to add today? I feel like that was pretty thorough.
I'm sure there's probably many things I could talk about, but there's nothing really that comes immediately to mind.
Yeah, I've talked about this with everyone else who's been on this channel as well. There's always going to be something you're going to forget and then think about later and be like, oh man, I wish I could have said something about this, whatever. I haven't suggested this yet. I mean, people can always, like, drop a comment if they want to continue the discussion or whatever, or just talk about it. I don't think anyone really cares enough to do so. I mean, literally, this channel, I've posted almost 70 videos on this, and it has, as of right now, 4 subscribers. So it's, like, one of those just, like, dead, kind of, like, non-existent. Now, I haven't told more than, like, 5 people about the existence of this channel, so I'm trying to kind of hide it by design, see if people will find it on their own, whatever. And kind of prove to myself what it's like to do YouTube without anyone. It's like if you're starting fresh, you have amnesia, don't know any friends, and does the internet actually work that way? But anyways, to what you're saying, if you do think of anything, if you ever want to do that, feel free to mention it later.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thanks for watching tonight's Sad Reality. I don't really have much else. I didn't really get too far into the game. I love this game, though. Risk of Rain 2, I think, is a beautiful game. Of course, they added a bunch of DLCs after I'd already 100% of the game, but what can I really say about that? So, I guess one last thing that I actually did kind of want to talk about this, and now it's coming back to mind as I'm stalling here. The thought of distancing yourself from an audience, I feel like, is both a scary thing and also kind of relieving at the same time. I mean, most content creators, I feel like as soon as they get kind of close to their audience, cancel culture gets like one step closer, because, you know more about someone and they're like, ooh, we can use this against this person, nobody's perfect. I think of like JSchlatt and like all the Minecraft YouTubers, and everyone's like, oh, it's a Minecraft YouTuber, stay far away from them. But I feel like the same kind of goes for any content creator, anyone in general. There's always some dastardly secret out there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I
It's
think...
just like a scary and kind of sad thought at the same time that people do whatever they feel like. So, you had something to say though?
Yeah, that actually brought to mind. I was thinking about how if a content creator is like they're reviewing their fans' stuff or whatever, like how JSchlatt has those
Like the
reviewing his
bedrooms
people's
or
rooms or whatever. Yeah.
I actually thought those were pretty funny. Most of them were like abhorrent by design.
Yeah, but if like the content creator compliments you, people tend to take that really seriously. This doesn't seem on topic, but it's just something I thought about.
I think it's more like having the approval of someone that people want the approval of. Because I've even had that. It's like Small Syndrome YouTuber, where because my other channel has like almost 2,000 subs, people are like, oh my gosh, I have the respect of some guy on the internet. I'm like, I don't matter. Why do people care? One of the guys on Steam who added me, he was like, dude, I can't believe I'm playing Bloons TD6 with a Bloons tuber. I'm like, A, not a Bloons tuber, thank you. And then B, I'm like, why do people care? So, I guess that's a whole other topic though, so, yeah, so I guess kind of for dragging out the video there. Thanks for watching. Anything else? Last minute things? All good?
Good.
Alright, so thanks for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your night, and I'll see you in tomorrow's Sad Reality. Have a good one, y'all.